agents have arrived.
Time to rock and roll.
Hello everybody, my name is SoScared and welcome to another OpenRA cast. This time it's Tiberian Dawn. And I accidentally came over this replay on gamereplays.org. It is a practice, or rather a playtest map. It's called Desert Storm. It does have a couple of balance changes to it. It's a little bit long to go into it right now, but I'll list it into the video description if you're interested. Just a couple of tweaks on units and stuff. And this is going to be a game against, well, actually between Hacienda. Well, this is actually Major Kusanagi. If you're familiar with the OpenRA community, you will, or Tiberian Dawn in OpenRA, you will recognize Major Kusanagi, really strong Tiberian Dawn player. And he's playing against Norman, another giant in the Tiberian Dawn community. So these are two players that are going at it, and I'm not really sure if they're going to actively trying out some new units, or if they're just trying to kill each other as fast as possible. That's generally the best way to playtest some balance changes anyways. So this is a new map. I've never seen this map before either. It's called Desert Storm. And it looks like, right from the start, it looks kind of very interesting with some patches here and there with Tiberium. A couple of oil lurks. I can see that already oil lurks has actually been changed a little bit. That they give up slightly more fundings, and they do have more HP. Also, they're recapturable, so if your opponent takes it, you can take it back. So that's might be one of the things that they might want to change here. There's a lot of engineers out for Kusanagi, interestingly enough. Trying to just find a oil lurk to come into. Can you repair destroyed ones? Recapturable, it says. This is interesting. Okay, so let's watch this. It's going to be a new thing for us. Wow, you can actually capture it. It will not go up to full health, as you can see, and you cannot really repair. So if you want to keep it for the long run, you might want to consider getting another. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, you can actually repair the oil lurks now. Okay, so that's actually what's going on. And there's another oil lurk. So, okay. They're going to open up with a, just a safe hand of nod for just some basic defenses. And, the first airstrip is coming up with some buggies producing. Still only on one harvesters, but here's Blue Tiberium on their start position. So it looks like they can just afford going for, engineers and stuff in the early game. Norman is actually going for, he skipped the hand of nod. This is very characteristic of Norman. Just going to go straight for the macro. So instead of the hand, he actually had the communications center earlier, and he's actually producing rocket launchers in this stage of the game. It's kind of surprising to see. Very vulnerable in the early game, but if you can get some good shots off with it, that's going to be good for him. You can see already there's a couple of buggies, and there are bikes for Kusanagi. If they come in here and just picks off the rocket launchers, then the rocket launcher, then Norman might be in trouble. Another one. And he repacks the SimCity. It's just going to blind expand to the south. This is terrible. Okay, it's going to try to kill a harvester, but it's going to have to just move on because this is going to go very fast. One of the harvesters goes down. Excuse me, the rocket launchers. And it's a little late about picking off the rocket soldier, but oh, okay, it's going to be fine. So it's going to what? Why isn't it attacking with units? Okay, there we go. That was kind of awkward. And Norman just keeps producing these rocket launchers, which shouldn't work. Kusanagi didn't really keep up with the attack. He's just going to macro up behind this. But Norman just just moved his MCV down here. He's going to get another Tiberium field, and might possibly take back the oil lurk from Kusanagi in the middle. So we just see the first light tank for Kusanagi. Also, I forgot to mention that, well, you already know about it right now if you're watching the overlays, but Kusanagi is going to play as Nod and Norman as GTI. So it's going to probably be light tanks versus medium tanks for the meta here. If the units hasn't been changed too much, they might want to just try to test out different things. And I'm not really sure what they plan to do. Norman keeps building these rocket launchers. It's very, very curious to me. Because they don't do that much damage to the light tank, and they will just be picked off easily like this. It'll simply just pop to the light tank. And in the meantime, Kusanagi will look to try to pop these harvesters. Going to get one, which is really nice because this was Norman's expansion after all. It's going to lose this blue Tiberium for the time being. But that's the first medium tank, so Norman is going to be able to safely hold this area. And Kusanagi's economy is alright. Let's see. Norman has 3 harvesters here. So they're kind of equal footing here. It looks like Norman's economy is a little bit faster since he already mined out that blue Tiberium is 3 harvesters is actually there. Oh, excuse me, the 1 harvester is actually idle. So overall, very equal. Medium tanks are very strong, which is why you see the turret here by Kusanagi. It's a very nice placement. It's kind of shutting off this entire area. If he wants to move in, it's going to have to deal with the turret. And they can just eat through heavy armor very quickly. Okay, here it comes. Yeah, this attack is not going to work anytime soon. Here comes an airstrike on top of the Hand of Nod. That shouldn't do like too much. But like a 2-pronged attack from Norman's going to come from the top as well. Will kill that turret. Oh, that's right. He's not going to get a second turret here. So Norman's going to just keep pushing on. Does he follow up more units? Not really. 1 more medium tank. So Kusanagi is going to safely take this away. Didn't lose too much. I think he lost the power plant, and which can be terrible, of course, by itself, because being powered down in Tiberian Dawn is just awful. Another idle harvester here for this game. So that's why I see the power plant first. Probably you're just going to get this area here. Here comes the medium tanks down. Well, you know, without barracks, I don't think Kusanagi can actually stop these medium tanks. He's gonna have to micro these light tanks like a madman. Okay, there's the helmet now, so it's gonna be safe eventually. So let's actually see what it's the next. If the next building from Norman is another weapons factory, he just start mass producing these medium tanks. Kusanagi might just lose the map control for the longest time. It's kind of hard. Medium tanks in Tiberian Dawn are super strong. Don't want to lose one though. Should just oh, what's going on? Oh, okay. That was an airstrike on Norman's economy. Didn't take out anything, but it could follow up with a short attack. It does have an artillery with him as well, which should do good damage against buildings. And yeah, one of the changes I know of is that the turn rate for the artillery is a little bit faster. I think it's 4 instead of 2. I'm not sure exactly what it means. Maybe it's just like twice as fast. So, you know, they do have, this is not like the Red Alert mod artillery. This have way lower, way shorter range, but they do have very strong damage against the buildings. So, and infantry and tanks as well. Here comes a kind of counterattack by Norman, but he's leading with the medium tanks first. He's going to run into a couple of rocket soldiers, but this is just going to go straight through here. Going for the MCV. Yeah, the MCV has a lot of health. That should not work. Meanwhile, Norman is losing his expansion here. Yeah, he's going to lose that MCV. So that was the main MCV from Norman. I don't think he needs the. That's right. He needs the repair pad to get that back. That wasn't the case before. I think before the current release, you only needed the communication center. But Kusanagi still doesn't really have much in his main base, so I'm just going to push up here a little bit more. But there are a couple of artilleries here, which should be able to take this down. And so Kusanagi is going to be able to just retain his lead with the only MCV in the game. He's going to expand over here, which actually is not a terrible idea, since this is actually where his forces are. And yeah, he now actually has a lot of forces now to stop any attack. It doesn't look like Norman has much left after this. Also seem to have lost 1 harvester down here as well. So it has 2 harvesters and just 1 barracks that can produce. Currently producing rocket soldiers against flamethrowers. Just keep killing off infantry out of that barracks. And well, the only thing I can see happening is killing off the construction yard of Kusanagi. But Kusanagi has 2 airfields, so whatever happens, I don't think Kusanagi should be able in any kind of danger. Yeah, he's just moving back his MCV, realizing he has such an advantage with that MCV. Is just gonna play it safe. pull it back. You could just give up this entire area. It doesn't matter as long as you keep this alive. Kusanagi will be in a strong lead regardless. So here comes like 2 medium tanks and a couple of infantry. This artillery, why isn't it turning around and fight? I guess you just want to safe keep it. Yeah, Kusanagi just moving to the top. Also has a couple of units here to scout in front of that MCV. If he just goes into the main base of Norman, he's going to realize there's absolutely nothing there. You can just start checking down. Oh, let's go down. There goes another medium tank for Norman. So it's kind of back to 2 now. It's going to kill off the turret though. Yeah, here it comes. Oh, I think this communication center is just going down. There's, yeah, the medium tank's going to be late. There is actually a couple of million gunners here, which like potentially could come back, but you know now it's too late. It's going to lose that communication center. That means no more medium tanks for Norman. So Norman is kind of back to producing like what, Hummers and APCs, and rocket soldiers and infantry against now a developing Kusanagi. So that should be a game ender right there. Only thing I'm not sure what Norman actually knows about what's Kusanagi. Well, he does see the base set up by Kusanagi. There's not much reasons left to stay in the game. Barracks is going down. Well, no, there's actually nothing here to take it down with. Okay, here it comes. That's the game. GG is called by Norman. Yeah, nice game. Did see the artillery a little bit. I can actually look up now as they are discussing. So flame tank. Oh, the flame tank damage was a slight increased. Explosion damage spread increase as well. So the flame tank. Did you get to see the flame tank? I don't think so. We just saw flamers, flame infantry. But yeah, artillery turn speed increased from 2 to 4. Conclusive walls price, SAM site. Okay, so yeah, and the oil lyrics has been changed a little bit, so not that much, but still a nice game to just cast in a hurry. And I'm kind of glad this is a just a nice quick match such as this. Currently, I'm a little bit preoccupied with the preparations for the Red Global League, so I'm not going to see like that many games. I mean, the long games being prepared for the streams. I mean streams, I mean cast, Jesus. So yeah, good short game on Tiberian Dawn. Hope to see more of this. It's kind of hard to come by good replays from Tiberian Dawn. Not many are actually uploaded, but these guys actually do play a lot. So if you kind of harass them a little bit, you might get them to share some replays with you. I'll try to do that in the future to get to more Tiberian Dawn games on the casts, because they are actually very fun to cast. So yeah, with that said, I will see you next week. My name is SoScared. Thank you for watching.